Alright, look what we just picked up. Another snowmobile. So this is a 1998 XCR 600. These things are supposed to be pretty quick. Supposed to go over 100 miles an hour. They have about 115 horsepower. So these are 2-stroke, 3-cylinder. So this one I got for $500. Really good deal. Typically they go for $1,200, $1,500, somewhere in that price range, if it's running correctly. And this one is not. So the previous owner said that this thing was running and driving good one day, and all of a sudden it started bogging down. He said compression was good. He said he cleaned out the carburetors, and he said that didn't change anything. So right now he said it idles fine, but as soon as you take off you have to feather the throttle and it bogs down pretty bad. So he said it still goes around 40 miles an hour, but you really have to play with that throttle to make it go fast. So he looked at the secondary clutch as well, and he could find no issues. So he said he's given up on it. He spent hours trying to diagnose it, and he said he can't figure it out. So today we are going to try to dig into this thing and see if we can fix it in one day. That is the goal. I want to get this thing up, running, driving good in one day. So the first thing we're going to do is test drive this thing and see what it does. When I went there to pick this thing up, he was feathering the throttle and it sounded like it was running on 2 cylinders to me. So maybe it's something with spark or compression in that 3rd cylinder, or it could be something as simple as spark plugs. So let's get this thing off the trailer and see what we find. So this thing's got a studded track. I don't really want to ride on the driveway with it, so we'll try to tip it into the snow over here. But let's see how many miles are on this thing. We've got 3,295 miles, so it's low mileage for a snowmobile. The gauges all look really clean. You've got heated grips and heated levers. Kind of cool. On-off switch, choke, high-low for the lights. Brakes all work. He said everything was working on it, and then it just started having that bogging problem. Take a look underneath the hood here. Get these off. So, as you can see, super clean underneath here. All the pipes are good. Everything looks super clean. So let's try to fire this thing up, see what this thing sounds like. Turn the key to on, keys on. We'll choke it, pull this thing over a couple times. Alright, she fired right up with the choke. So you can see it idles pretty good. There is a safety switch on the throttle right here that shuts it off. You can see the little switch right there. The throttle might have to be adjusted just a little bit. But yeah, it sounds pretty decent. So let's see what happens when we put it in the snow and hammer that throttle. Wish this thing had reverse. Yeah, it's definitely boggy. This thing should be flying. No engine light or anything coming on. idling pretty high too, 3,000 RPM. But you can kind of hear it. It should be really snappy. They're all hot. Alright, so you can really hear it on the GoPro. You hold it down. Sometimes they'll go forward and accelerate with good RPM, but then sometimes it just bogs down when you hold the throttle. It just like brrr, sounds horrible. So yeah, something's going on. You know, when you get into the stretch without snow, it seems to do better with the packed down snow. But in the deeper stuff, it just bogs right down. Like something's not right. So we're going to start off by checking spark and checking compression, and we'll go from there. Get these plugs out of here. This one's running pretty lean. It's white. Huh. Maybe they're just brand new plugs. No, because that one's brown. White on one side, brown on the other. Huh. So that one's running a little bit better than this one. And those are both dry, so there's no gas on those plugs. Last one. Oh, that spark plug just broke. Look at that. What the heck? That plug just broke right off. Maybe that was a faulty plug. Yeah, if you look, this plug is actually wet, and look at the smoke coming out of there. Unburnt fuel coming out. So I think we're only running on 2 cylinders, but look at this spark plug. It's wet. So this one just cracked right off like that when I took it out. So it's probably not a great sign. See that? And it's a little bit wet, so I know there's unburnt fuel in there. So something's going on with the 3rd cylinder. Looks like we're only running on 2. And it looks like sometimes the 3rd cylinder turns on and then it goes, but most of the time it's just running on the 2. So either something's going on with the spark on the 3rd one, could be a bad spark plug, or maybe compression's low on that cylinder. I think what we're first going to do is check for spark on all of these cylinders. So let's just quick check for spark here. See if we get anything. And that looks like some weak spark. Does that look really weak to you? Let me get a good pull on it here. Let's just change these plugs around. It looks really weak to me. Let's check the second cylinder here. Doesn't look that good. Alright, so spark looks kind of faint. We'll try the last cylinder, see if it's sparking at all. The last cylinder here. Not seeing any spark at all. I don't think we're getting spark on that one. That's weird. Check this plug. Just seems very faint. It might just be because I'm outside, but it seems like we have pretty faint spark on all the cylinders. Let's check compression next. See what we get. Alright, we're gonna do throttle open. See what happens here. We're hoping for above 100. See. Alright, right around 120. So that's good. Alright, so first cylinder on the right here checks out. Let's do the middle cylinder. We won around 120. That one's exactly the same, which is good. That's 120. So cylinder number 2 checks out. Let's do the third. Alright, again, hoping for around 120 here. Throttle open. And that one has 120. So compression is good in every cylinder, so that is not the problem. I'm thinking it's something to do with the spark. So let's go ahead and grab some new spark plugs and see if that fixes the problem. If not, I think we're gonna look into the stator area, see what's going on there. All right, bought a pack of brand new plugs here. We got 4 of them, just in case one of them is a dud. Open these up. Let's see if we've got a little better spark with them too. Get 2 more out. All right. All right, and I also noticed that the ground right here, there was paint all around here, so I chipped off that paint. So now we have a better ground too. So let's see if we have better spark here. Looks to be okay. What we can do too is install these plugs and then run it on one cylinder and see how that one cylinder is running. Alright, let's see if she fires up here. Alright, I am shocked. There's absolutely no bogging now. So, it must have had one bad plug out of the 3. I don't know if the guy didn't change them actually, because I asked him if he did, and he said he did, but maybe one was bad that he changed? I'm not sure. Or maybe he didn't change them. But it was definitely the plug. This thing rips now. Let's get this thing open. We'll see if that spark plug still has fuel on it after running. But man, it is ripping for sure now. It revs up to, I think, about 8,000 RPMs, and you can go as fast as you want now. So, no bogging at all. I cannot believe that was the fix. I thought for sure something was wrong with the stator or something more serious, but it turned out to be the plug. Just crazy. Let's get this thing open, check out the plugs again. That one's still pretty white, but it's turning brown. You can see right there on that side, it's turning brown. That one before was just straight white. That one's turning brown too. That one's definitely running richer though. Look at that. That one's already browning up. So I'm wondering if that side's following the plugs quicker. Because look how dark that one is compared to the rest of them. So that one might still be getting a little bit too much fuel. But we're gonna run it for a little bit and see if it happens again. If it happens again and follows out that plug, we know that carburetor's running rich. But yeah, looking pretty good. It's not wet at all at the tip there, so it must be working. And you can see there's no smoke coming out of that cylinder like it was before. So it's definitely burning off the gas in there. It's definitely running. But yeah, I think that was the problem. Always check your spark plugs. Well, we made it a whole 100 feet away from the road here, and then we got stuck. Yeah, that's not good. Put her in 4 low, and she's just spinning. I think because everything's melting, and it packs down so fast that, yeah. But anyway, let's get this thing off the trailer, see how it runs on an open field here. Hopefully I can pull this thing off a little bit better. We put some snow on the trailer. Alright, I'm riding this thing hard. I'm revving this thing to the moon, and it's running perfectly. No bogging at all, so either the spark plug or the ground fixed the problem. I'm leaning more towards that spark plug, just because that spark plug was so wet when we took it out from before. So yeah, this thing's definitely fixed. Now I'm going to try to get the truck out. That's stuck, so let me unhook the trailer. Let me see if I can get this thing out of here. We'll try to get going this way. I might try to get the bombardier out and clear a path too. Alright, it's about 30 degrees today, so we've got a better shot at getting this thing to fire up. Alright, truck is badly stuck. Let's see if we can pull this thing out with Bombardier. Kinda doubt it, but we'll see what happens here. Alright, pulled it out. That was impressive, actually. Let's see if we can get the truck out now. I'm stuck again way over there. Alright, hopefully we're good now. Alright, finally we got this thing back on the trailer. Got a nice path to get out of here. So hopefully we don't get stuck on the way out. And we can make it home. It's almost getting dark now. I came out here at like noon, so we've been out here for a while. Alright, finally made it back home. Here with little Vinny. Vinny, what do you think, buddy? Think we got a good deal on this thing? So we got this thing for 500 bucks. And we fixed the bogging problem with a new spark plug. That rarely ever happens. That's usually the first thing people replace when they think something's wrong is a spark plug. So I figured it wasn't going to be the spark plug, but sure enough, new plug fixed their problem. So this one is running great. I think we got up to 80 miles an hour on this thing on one of the stretches, so definitely revs out quite a bit, and that was in deep snow. So if this thing was on flat ground, probably do 100, I would think. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video on this thing, picking it up, diagnosing it, and taking it for a nice long ride. What do you want to do, Ben? He's like, let's ride the other snowmobile. We're still waiting on a couple sensors for this one, then we can take that one for a nice long ride as well. Right, Ben? I'm gonna get you. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for next video, and until next time, we are out.